1 quick minute, aha moment on belief.
Hi, I'm Amanda Pruitt. So 2 years ago, next month, 2 years ago, I was a Ruby, and I was my very first event. It was a green carpet, and I was sitting way, way up in the balcony, and the aha moment for me was listening to the Ambassador Diamonds on the stage who were exactly like me. They didn't come from money. They had stories from all across the board. I was a police officer home on leave, and I was an extreme couponer just to pay the bills. My husband was fighting fires. I was a single mom a third of the year, and just listening to those stories lit a fire in me, and I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I said, if they can do it, why can't I do it? And I went home, and I went double diamond that same month. So.
My name is Amber Parker from Utah, and one of the greatest things that really shifted my business was in myself, and it was being at events, sitting far, far, far last row at my first conference, and I looked around and I thought, there's too many people doing this. There's no way I have a chance. And I texted my husband in that moment and I said, I'm going to retire you next year. And 6 months later, we retired him. And being able to both be home with our babies every single day is one of the greatest gifts, I think, next to serving the Lord as my husband. And why not spend time with your husband every single day? So invest in your marriage.
Hey everyone, my name is Chantal Lyons. Alright, so when I was brand new, this was huge for me. There was a picture of an arrow, straight, and then there's a picture of a curvy, ugly, gross arrow. And I just want to remind you that the road to success is going to have a lot of detours. You're going to have stop signs, you're going to have people telling you can't do this and you're weird. And I am yellow. So I let that affect me in the beginning. The moment I stopped letting that affect me, the moment I just said, you know what, I can do this. I looked myself in the mirror and said, I can do this. That's kind of when the magic happened. When I believed in myself 100% and said, without fail, I'm gonna take the lid off my dreams. I'm gonna conquer this, I'm gonna do this. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'm gonna do it. So just know that you can do whatever you believe in.
Hi, my name's Stacey Dennis. I think my aha moment was when I found confidence in myself, like she said. In the beginning, you project confidence, you go out there and you're telling everybody like, oh my gosh, I'm going to the top of this company, and you're excited, but when you actually believe that in yourself and you go out there and you're like, nothing's gonna stop me, I'm gonna do it, I think that's when I really started to take off. So believe in yourself and know that you can do it.
My name is Kayla Rolling, and when I started, I believed in the products, I believed in direct sales, and so I think the biggest thing, like Stacey and Chantel said, was just believing in myself. As soon as I found that, I really started thinking, that everyone else was missing out because they weren't doing, what I was doing, and they were just, only hurting themselves. So as soon as I developed that mindset, I think it really changed my business a lot.
My name is Jamie Tatro. I'm from Muncie, Indiana. Thanks guys, I'm so scared. I'm still so scared to get here. So I don't even know what I was going to say. But I think something that helped me believe in myself was definitely my first conference. I had been in the business almost a year, and I was a very slow promoter. Just going to my first conference just changed everything. I don't really know, what it was, but it changed everything for Thomas too. And he was somebody that really didn't believe in the business either up until that point. And so we came home, and then 2 weeks after that, finally promoted to Diamond after almost a year in the business. So that was a good event for us.
Hi, I'm Krista from Colorado, and there is one thing in particular that made me believe in myself and in the business. And it was 3 years ago, exactly this month, in this exact same city at an event. It was my very first event, and I didn't know what I was doing, I didn't know what I had my hands on. I just knew my upline said, get to events. And so I went. And I saw all these people on stage, and I just thought, if they can do it, I can do it. they're no different, they're no more deserving. We all deserve this, you guys, and that just made me believe that I could do it, seeing all these people saying all these things. And then the belief in the company and seeing the faces of Pam and Mike and all these leaders and just their passion and their commitment and their love for all of us, I wanted to be a part of all that, and I wanted, that just solidified my belief in everything, and it was that event. And I went home as an Emerald, became a top 50 earner that year, doubled my income goal, brought my husband home. I mean, that just changed everything for our entire life. So if we can do this, anybody can do this.
So mine just happened. I wasn't even gonna come this weekend, and I booked my ticket the day before because I knew I was supposed to be here for some reason. And so I had been talking about being Black Diamond, and I've been thinking about it, but I really wasn't focused on it. So I've always been really big on visualizing and staying really focused on things. And so last night, I had this thought, you need to ask Denise if you can wear her necklace. And so this morning, I came running in, I'm like, Denise, I need your necklace. And she's like, my Black Diamond necklace? I'm like, yeah, just for a second, I just want to put it on. I just want to feel what it feels like, and I want to take a picture so that when I go home, I can look at that every day and believe that I am going to be Black Diamond.
Hey everybody, I'm Barbara Bozer from Los Angeles, California. Any LA in the house? So my aha moment came a couple years ago. There was a contest for the top 20 earners, and prior to that, I used to look at our top 20, Cammie, Denise, the Duns, everyone, and I would think they're doing awesome, but that would never be me. I could never do that. And that month in particular, I just kept thinking about, I kept getting distracted with all these posts of how great everyone was doing. And really at the very last weekend of that month, I put my blinders on. I didn't know if I was $100 away, $1,000 away, or $10,000 away. I just went for it, harder than I ever went for it. I pulled out my hundreds list, I asked for favors, I talked to more people that weekend probably than I did the whole month. And when they announced the top 20, I made it right in at number 20. And that was really pretty cool, and that gave me that belief in myself, that why not me? If they can do it, why not me? So why not you?
I'm Caroline Close from Sweet Springs, Missouri. I can't believe I'm even going to share this, but when I started this business, I got in just for fun. I didn't believe in anything about this company, about the products yet. But 2 months in, my upline was no longer in the business, and they were my why. So I was really, really upset, and I kept calling Kyler, and I was venting, and one day he told me, he was like, you know, maybe this isn't for you. And then he hung up on me. And I was so mad. I was mad. And I called him back, and I was like, I can't believe you just said that. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what God called me to do. And in that moment, I finally realized that this was what I was supposed to do. My belief was there for the products. It was there for the company. I had met Pam. She believed in me, and that was the moment. So, believe in yourself. Kim Touchton. So my very, very first event was a little boot camp. There was 600 people. Pam and Dr. Don were there, and it was up in Cincinnati, in this hotel. And I was a distributor. I had just gotten started, as a month in. And I went to that event, and it was awesome. And you guys just lit a fire in me. And I went home, still had no clue what I was doing. I had no clue what I was doing. But I was calling people, and I was texting. I'm like, you guys, I don't know what I just got into, but you can make like $5,000 in a few months if you want to, and income disclosure statement. And so I was excited, but still had no clue what I was doing, but people started joining my team. And my aha moment for you is, if you believe this, they will join you. If you believe what you're saying, they will come with you because they want it too. Other people want what you have, but if you don't believe in yourself, and if you don't believe what we're saying and they're saying, if you don't believe that you can do this, nobody's gonna come with you, and people need this. So you've gotta believe it.
Hi, I'm Denise Walsh from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
just went, I've had several aha moments over our last 9 years, but one of them happened when I was talking to my husband, Brandon, and 9 years ago, the only real stories that we had were Cammie Dempsey or Melody McFarland, and I remember thinking, I don't know that I can be like them. I don't stand on chairs and dance like Cammie does. I'm not loud and crazy, like, I don't know that I can do it. And I remember telling Brandon that I just needed to be more like all of these other leaders that I saw. And he looked at me and he said, Denise, you've always been a good friend. Just do that. And I said, okay, I can do that. And what I learned is if I find my own strength, find what I love, find my passion, and stay in my own lane, I can run much, much faster than if I'm trying to deviate and do what other people do. And then the month that we went Black Diamond this past year, I can tell you there was a change, a big change. And I started thanking God for the overflow in my business, thanking God for the victory in our business, thanking God for all these things that I didn't know or necessarily see. I was thanking Him. And the fear didn't go away, but because I wasn't focusing on it, it got smaller. It got smaller. And so focus on what you want, even if you don't quite see it yet. Praise God for even just bringing you here and for the teammates that He's bringing you here. And
I'm Ashley Sinclair, and my aha moment was at a green carpet. You're not supposed to point, and I'm pointing right at this lady because she really changed my life. But my aha moment was at a green carpet. I went ambassador really fast. I hadn't even met corporate, and then I was an ambassador. So I was like, "Hi, Mark, I'm an ambassador," and he said, "Okay, nice to meet you, whatever." So, but Pam at that event, I remember saying, just asking her all these questions, is this gonna go away? And this is just so crazy, and I just can't even believe these checks, and blah, blah, blah. And she said, she turned me around, and we were under this tent on the golf course, and she said, Ashley, look at all these people. I was like, all right, I'm looking. She said, what do you see? And I said, I just see all these, crazy Jimmy Buffett people under this tent, right? She said, do you know what I see? She said, Ashley, me and Mark are fine. We're gonna be just fine. My goal, my dream is to see all these people be millionaires. And something hit me at that moment, and I said, I'm gonna go do this. And then I realized my job was to transfer that belief as much as possible as a leader to my team, because I wanna look out and go, see this team right here? See all these people, Denise, all that team? They're all millionaires. That's what I want. So transfer that belief to your team. When you get filled up today, go back and fill up your team. Somebody filled me up, I'm filling up my team. It's your turn to go out and fill somebody else up.
I'm Alicia Geck from St. Louis, and you guys, I have so many aha moments in the past 5 years, but I had another one last night. And I know many of us are guilty of praying the prayer. God, send me this runner. Send me somebody. Put somebody in my path who needs this. I know we're guilty of it. And last night we had an Uber. Okay, we got in the Uber, and I'm gonna be honest, I was a little judgmental when we got in. Okay, it's a mom and her 2 kids. Her 2 kids are in the back seat of this Uber. And she says, guys, don't judge me. I'm a single mom. I'm a newly single mom. And suddenly it just overtook me, okay? I have a blessing. I have something that has changed my life. Who am I to neglect to tell her, to neglect these babies in the back seat who are kicking my seat, throwing cereal? Okay, who am I to neglect to tell her